Hi, my name's Lee, I work for Micro Scooters, and today I'm going to show you how our T-bars and our minis and maxis are constructed, how to take them apart, how to change the components and how to put it all back together again. To start with, we're going to need to take the inner section out of the tube itself, and we're just going to need a Phillips screwdriver for that. I'm just going to pull that out, push the button in. As it comes up, we pull the clamp up, and the T-tube assembly comes apart. What you have to notice if you're going to take that out is sometimes there's a linkage tube which sits inside, and that aids to the compression of the clamp, and that sometimes comes out. So we're going to take that out as well. At the bottom, we've got this is the locking pin that locks it into the base. I'm just going to take that out, so I'm just going to push it down, some long nose pliers, and just give it a gentle pull out. Here we go. The tube. The same principle is for the push button, which is actually in the handle itself. There's a push button in there. Out the push button, and there you have the T-bar disassembled. Right, so once you've ordered and received the relevant parts that you need, I'm going to show you how it all puts back together again. This is the spring for the push button. So the button goes on top of the right angle side of the spring, and then what we're going to do is just going to hold it together. Just be careful it just doesn't ping out. Just compress it as it goes in, and just push the button in as it goes in. And I'm just going to use some long nose pliers just to gently push it in. Maybe a screwdriver just to... There we go, and the button's popped out. So that's your button. Next I'm going to do a clamp. Always like to put this on first. Just slide it on so it's just sitting up there out of the way. Then with the actual tube itself, again there's another push button. This one locks into the deck, and exactly the same principle. The way it sits inside the scooter is so it's sitting up with the slope pointing towards the top of the scooter, so it goes that way. So it will sit in the actual tube that way. Same principle, just squeeze it together. There we go. So that's the way it sits inside the scooter, just like that. Right, now the linkage tube, we're going to put the linkage tube back inside. So this hole here is the hole that the push button comes out of, and we're just going to slide that down so it just pops out of there. It just sits inside there. And then the T-bar just slides inside. Just push that down, just make sure that goes in. We're going to push it all the way down, and then we're going to push the clamp. Clamp assembly back together. And if necessary, we need to adjust this clamp. What we want to make sure is that doesn't go up and down when the clamp's locked, so we can just tighten it up. There we go, that's in position now. So we can just loosen the clamp, put it into its close position.